Hello. In our previous video, we talked about removing brackets, expansion of brackets, and we take a lot of examples. So in this video, we'll be talking about adding and subtracting algebraic fraction. We are going to talk about factorization. We are going to talk about difference of two square and substitution. So let's go straight into it. If you have not watched the previous video, check the link and catch up with what you have missed. Okay, let's go straight into what we have for today. Okay, let's go straight into the example. So the first example we'll be taking, simplify the following. 3x/7 plus 2x/over 7, and we are taking, so let's 7/3n minus 6/5c. So let's start with the A solution. Okay, let's solve this. A 3x/7 plus 2x/over 7. So if you look at this now, this is a fraction kind of format. So okay, let's quickly do flashback to fraction. So this is example of fraction 1/2. So remember, this is the numerator, this is the denominator. This is a what? A proper fraction. Proper fraction is when the numerator is what? Is less than the denominator. So it is proper because the denominator can carry the what? The numerator. So it's improper if what? If the numerator is bigger, if the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so it is improper fraction. So we have proper fraction and an improper fraction. This is the numerator, this is the denominator. In another video, we are going to explain more on fraction. Fraction is very important in mathematics. You will always come across fraction in almost all mathematics, and fraction is what used to cause some problem in mathematics that makes some people feel math is hard, math is not hard. So we are going to take our time and go through fraction in another video. So this is just a small recap on fraction. So let's come back to this now. Coming back to this, we have what? 7 here as the what? As the denominator, 7 here as the denominator. So first of all, this is plus. In fraction, we find the LCM. What is the LCM of 7 and 7? The LCM is still 7. So we are going to say 7. How many 7 will go in this 7? 1. If 7, how many 7 will go here? It goes 1. So we are going to say 1 times 3x, and we bracket it, plus how many 7 will go in this? So 7 will go here once. So we are going to say 1 times 2x. So what did I mean by how many 7 will go here? We have what? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 going here, we have what? How many times can we take out 7 from 7? We can take it out once. So 7 can go in 7 once. If you have 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. So 7 can go in 14 twice. So this is the first one, this is the second one. So for this now, 7 here can go in this 7 once. That is why we have this one. And the one, whatever value you get, you use it to multiply the what? The numerator. So 1, we're having 1, 1. So 1 times this will give us what? 3x plus 1 times this will still give us 2x all over 7, which is equal to, so from here now, we add, since this and this have the same, they are having the same term, so we add them together, so they are like terms. So we are going to say 3 plus 2 is going to give us 5x all over 7. This is our final answer, as simple as that. So let's take the next one, B. So B, we have what? 7 all over 3a minus 6 all over 5c. Now in this one here, the denominators are the same, but here denominators are what? Are different. So what do? We still use what? LCM. What is the LCM of 3a and 5c? So let's quickly recap what is LCM. Now let's take if you have something like this, 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3. So we have 2 here, we have 3 here. So we look for the LCM. How do we look for XM? We are going to draw something like this. Then we have what? Our 2, then we have our 3. So we start from the lowest number. We'll start from 1, but 1 can go in anything. So we start from 2. 2 in 2 will give us 1. 2 in 3, we write our 3. Then we bring 3 here again. 2 cannot go again. That is why we were using the next number, which is 3. 3 here, 1. 3 here, 1. So we have used this number to divide through. So for our LCM now, our LCM for this is what? LCM. So LCM is what? Least common multiple. So we are going to what? We are going to multiply this together. We have what? 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 is going to give us what? 6. So from here, we're going to we come here. This is our LCM for this. Then we use it to solve this. So for here, so what is the LCM for this? So the LCM for this is using this same method, we get our LCM. So let's do it and see. So we have, let me see if this little space we can do it. We can get our LCM in this little space. So we have, what are we looking for? We draw like just like we did here. We are going to have what? 3a comma 5c. So what are we using first? We can't use 2 because 2 cannot go here. So we are starting with 3. So 3 in this, we get what? A comma 5c. So what we use again is what? 5. 5 in a comma c. What we use next? A in a, 1 comma c. What we use next is c. C in 1, 1. C in c, 1. So we are through with it. Then the least common factor or lowest common factor, LCM, lowest common multiple, I mean. So it's going to be what? 3 times 5 times a times c. So our LCM is what? Remember, when we have times, you can bring them together. 3 times 5 will give us what? 15. 15ac. That is our LCM. So we are going to write it as 15ac. As simple as that. Now, what we do next is what? We work it at 3a in 15ac. How many times can 3 go in 15? 3 can go in 15 5 times. So we are going to have what? How many times can a go in all this? A can go in a1. So we are going to be left with 5c. So we are going to say 5c times 7. We are multiplying by the what? By the numerator, minus the same goes here. 5c in what? 15ac is going to give us what? 3a times 6. So what we do next, 5c times 7 will give us what? Will give us 35c minus 3a times 6 will will give us give us 18 will give us 18a all over 15ac. So at this point now, we look at it, can we simplify further? So we can't simplify further. This is our what? Our final answer. So remember, we are doing what? We are trying to what? We are in every of our working, we want to simplify to the lowest. So here we can't simplify further. So this is where we stop. So let's take more examples. Let's take more examples. So let's take this. Simplify. Simplify the following. 2 plus 5 into bracket 2a plus 1 into bracket minus, this is all over 6a, minus 4b minus 3 all over 2b. So we have to simplify this now. So let's start with it. So these are fraction. So that's why I said what fraction really have a long way to go in mathematics. We have to know our fraction very well. So we are, just like I said, we create time and rewards, and we make videos on fraction from beginning to the end of fraction. So let's start with this. So for this now, solution. No, write the question out. 2 plus 5 into bracket 2a plus 1 all over 6a minus 4b minus 3 over all over 2b. So from here we're going to write equal to, here this is 2. We can write it as 2 over 1. 2 over 1 is still the same as 2, plus 5 into bracket 2a plus 1 all over 6a minus 4b minus 3 all over 2b. So from here we continue. So what is the LCM of this? So the LCM of this is going to be just the method we use for finding LCM. We use the same method to find our LCM. So our LCM is going to be what? 6a 6ab. So we continue. So 1 in 6ab will still give us 6ab times the numerator. Put our bracket plus here. Okay, 6a in 6ab will give us b. So our b is going to multiply all this. So we are going to have what? B into bracket 5 into bracket 2a plus 1. So this b, the b coming here is going to multiply all of this. So multiplying all of this, that is why I put it what? In a bigger bracket. So our b is multiplying through. That is the meaning. So from here we continue. minus, or we can simply put b times all of this, but this make it look more neater. And so b here is showing that it's multiplying all of this. So with this, we know we are doing the inner bracket before the outside bracket from what we've done earlier in the previous video. So from here, we do the same here. 2b in 6ab is going to give us 6, going to give us 6, not 6, 2 in 6 will give us 3. So we are going to have 3, 3a. B in B, I've taken it out. So it's going to give us 3a. So from here, since 3a is multiplying through, we are going to put it in bracket 4b minus 3. So 3a is multiplying through. So since we've done this, then we start with the working. So from here, 6ab times 2 is going to give us 12ab plus, here we start with the what? Let's open the inner bracket before the outside. B into bracket 5 times a will give us 10a plus 5 times 1 give us 5 minus 5a times this is going to 3a times 5b is going to give us, we are considering the negative sign, so negative is multiplying the negative here, is going to give us negative 3 times 4 is giving us 12ab. Negative times negative will give us positive. 3 times 3 will give us 9a. So we still have one more to open, all over 6ab. So we 12a 12ab 12ab plus b times 10 is going 10a is going to give us 10ab. B times 5 is going to give us 5b minus 12ab plus 9a all over 6ab. So from here we have equal to, so this, so we are going to look for at at the numerator, we look for the like times. So we have ab here, we have ab here, we have ab here. So all the ab comes together, we have b and a here. So this one also stay one side, though they are not like terms, but we bring all the like terms together. So let's do that. We have 12ab, this one here, 12ab, then we have also 12 minus 12ab2, then we have plus 10ab plus 5b plus 9a. So what we are going to do is what the 12, this is 12ab minus 12ab. So you are having 12ab, you are owing 12ab before, so this will cancel out this. So this debt cancel out this debt. We are left with all over 6ab. So what are we left with? We are left with what? 10ab plus 5b plus 9a all over 6ab. So what is next here is going to look, can we simplify further? So at this point here, we can't simplify further. This is our final answer. As simple as that. Let's go to the next example. So from here, we are asked to what, according to the question, express each of the following as a single fraction in its simplest form. So we are to solve this now. So its simplest form. So this is a fraction, this is a fraction. So let's start. So first, what is the LCM of this? So that is the first thing we look for. So the LCM of x plus 2, x minus 3 is what? X plus 2, x minus 3. That's the LCM. So here we are going to say what? X plus 2 here is going to what? This we take, cancel this, and we are left with this. So we are having what? X minus 3 into bracket. We are multiplying it by what? By this x minus here. The same thing, x minus 3 in these two brackets, this x minus 3 cancel out this, we are having this left. So we have what, x plus 2 into brackets. This is what, x minus 2. These two brackets will what, will multiply each other. Okay, all these values are inside of bracket, these values are inside of bracket. So this bracket will multiply this bracket. So let's open the brackets now. So opening the bracket, x is going to open this bracket. X times x will give us x squared minus x times minus 3 will give us, this x is a positive x. So x times minus 3 will give us minus 3x. We've opened this bracket. The next bracket to open is this. So we also consider this negative sign. We also consider this negative side because this negative side is in front of this bracket, and we want to open this bracket. So the method we use in the previous, so we still put our negative. So the negative is going to open the bracket, but let's open this bracket with this now. The method we used in the previous video, let's use the method. So x times x will give us x squared. X times 2, this is positive x. Positive x times positive 2 will give us positive 2x. This is minus 2 now. Minus 2 times plus 2 will give us minus 4. Minus 2 times x will give us what? Minus 2x. So we bracket close. So all over x plus 2 into bracket x minus 3. So we continue. So from here, equal to x raised to power 2 minus 3x minus. So from here, what do we do here? We have what? Plus 2x. We take the like terms. Plus 2x minus 2x. They are like terms. So plus 2x is going to cancel out minus 2x. So what are we left with? We are left with x squared minus 4. So this minus, we open this bracket. So we are still having x plus 2 into bracket x minus 3 as the denominator. So here, this minus open the bracket, we have what? X squared minus 3x. This opening the bracket go minus x squared. Minus times minus will give us plus 4 all over okay. So the camera did not pick this explanation. Let me take it again. So from here, this is x square. We write this and we what? The value we got here. This is it here, x square minus 4. Then we continue from there. We use this minus to open the bracket. This is x square minus 3x. Minus is opening the bracket. Minus times this give us minus x square. Minus times this give us plus 4x. Then our denominator, we write out the value x plus 2 into bracket x minus 3. So from here we continue. So what we have the same value here. What are the same value we have here? We have this and this. So x square minus x square. This is positive x square. This is negative x square. So this we cancel out this. So what are we left with? We are left equal to, this is equal to what? This is negative. I don't want to write the negative first. So I write the positive before the negative. So 4 minus 3x all over x plus 2 into bracket x minus 3. I can also decide to write what the negative before the positive. It's still the same, but always try to put your positive at the front, then negative follows. So this is our final answer. We cannot simplify further. So this is our final answer. As simple as that. So let's go to the next one, which is what? Factorization. Let's go to the next one, which is factorization. So let's take example. So if you have 8p minus 20q, and you're asked to factorize this, how do we go about it? We asked to factorize this. So factorize is what it simply means is what, so what number is what number can factor this and factor this. So we want to factor number that can factor this. What number can go in this and also go in this? So what number can go in this and will also go in this? The 2 can go in 8, 2 can go in 20. So if we say 2, okay, let's take this example. 2 in 8, 2 in 8 we would, whatever we use to factor it, we bring it out. 2, if 2 goes in 8, we'll be left with what? We'll be left with 4p minus, if 2 goes in 20, we will be left with 10, 10q. So we notice something here, that what, something can still go here. 2 can still go in 4 and 2 can still go in 10. So we go again. So we bring out the 2 here. So what, 2 can still go here. So let's bring out 2. The next 2 that is going, we're bringing it out. 2 in 4. 2 in 4 will give us, so 2 in 4p is going to give us 2p minus 2 in 10p is going to give us 2 in 4p will give us 2p, 2 in 10p will give us 5q. So we say 2 times 2 will give us 4, all 4 into bracket 2p minus 5q. So we look at this, there's no number that can go further in factorizing these two. So no number can go here, no number can go here again. So this is 2. If we want to use 2 here, we still go, but 2 cannot go here. So this is the what? Is the factor. So making use of this is just to show example. We can just go straight and make use of 4, and 4 will give us our straight answer. So this is the what? We use this as the first example. The next example, we will not go through this process of 2 and 2 again. We go through what? We just use the what? The highest, what's it called? The highest common factor, which is 4. We just use it to factorize it, and we get our answer. So the highest common factor here is what? Is 4. So we don't use the lowest factor. So we use the highest factor, which is 4, and factorize, then get our what? Answer, where no number is what? No number can factorize it again. So let's take another example. So let's take this. If we have something like 15a raised to power of 3, 15a raised to power of 3, b raised to power of 4, and c minus 6 raised to power of 2, b raised to power of 5, and c raised to power of 2. And we're asked to factorize this. How do we factorize it? So we're going to write equal to and put in brackets. So, okay, what is common? This is 15 and this is 6. What is the highest factor that's what we factorize is 15 and 6? It's going to be what? 3. So 3 in 15 will give us, so we bring out the 3 we use now. 3 in 15 will give us what? 5. And it will also what? So because of we have other values here, so let's take it one after the other. So we have what? 5 here. So we come to the next one. What letter can factorize a? We are through with the number now, which is 15 and 6. We have used 3. Which number can factorize this letter? we are looking considering these two, a and a here. So how many a, how many power of a can factorize this to the lowest? So we know 2a. So if 2a, we bring 2a outside. So since 2a is factorizing these two, so if 2a goes here, we are going to be left with 1a. The next we go is what? 4. We having next is what? B raised to power of 4 here and b raised to power of 5 here. So what will we use to factorize this b is going to be what? B raised to power of 4. So we are going to write b raised to power of 4. And here b raised to power of 4, there's nothing. B raised to power of 4, we are left with 1. So we won't try the 1. The next is what? C here. The list here, we can use 1c here. So c raised to power of this c in this c is going to give us 1 again. So here for this place we are done. Minus, so we use 3 in 3 factorize 6 is going to give us 2. A square factorize a square is going to give us 1. Then the next is what? B raised to power of 4 factorize b raised to power of 5 is going to give us b. Then c in c raised to power of 2 is going to give us c. Then this is our final answer. So we just factorize this. So this is what the factor of this. So if you, when we were opening the bracket, opening of bracket, we open the bracket. For us to bring back the bracket, we factorize. So this is what, this is not having brackets. So we what? We factorize to what? To have brackets. If we want to open the bracket, we use this to multiply. When we multiply this, we are going to what? Get back our answer. In our previous video, we do opening of bracket. If you use the method of opening of bracket, we get our answer. Then factorization is to bring back the brackets. As simple as that. So let's go to the next one. Go to the next one. So the next one we go to, you are still in factorization. Remember, factorization is introducing brackets into the expression. So let's take this. Factorize another example. Factorize 12 raised to power of 12 12x raised to power of 2, 12x raised to power of 2 plus 3x minus 4x minus 1. So for this factorize, you have to factorize it. So let's look at it. So for here, for us to factorize this, we are going to do something. We are going to do 12 raised to power of 2 solution. 12 raised to power of 2 plus 3 raised to power of x minus 4x minus 1. So at this point here, what are we going to do? For us to factorize this, we are going to group them. We are going to group them, collect the like times. This and this, they have what? So from here, this and this are like terms. We can collect this and collect the other one. But let's just bring the one closer to each other. From here now, we bracket this. From here, we bracket this. We bracket, okay. Let's not bracket here. So let's go to the next line. So here we introduce brackets. Introducing bracket, we bracket here 12x raised to power of 2 plus 3x. We bracket it. Minus, if you want to introduce brackets to this, since minus is outside, anytime we are having negative outside and we want to introduce minus, I want to introduce brackets, what will happen to the signs inside is what? This negative outside will affect the sign inside. So let's write what we get. This is bracket 4x. So since we are introducing brackets where we have this negative, this sign will change to what? We change to what? Positive 1. Now, what makes this to change to positive 1? Because if we remove the bracket, we go get back our answer. So introducing the bracket when there is negative is only when we have negative that it's what the sign inside will change. So if we see the sign for this, okay, let's open it back. Let's open minus times plus the positive here now, because 4 is now having positive. Here, 4 is having negative. But here now 4 is having positive. Minus times positive will give us minus 4x. Minus times positive will give us minus 1. So we are back to this. When if you try to open the bracket, we are back to where? We are back to this place. So let's continue. Which is equal to, now remember we are factorizing. What is common here? What is common here? So to factorize this, what is common here is what? 3 is common. So bring out 3 that is common. 3 is common and x is common. So 3 is common, x is common. So we bring out our 3 and x, we bracket 3 in 12 will give us what? Will give us 3 in 12 will give us 4. X in x squared will give us x plus 3 in 3 will give us 1. X in x will give us 1. So we have 1 here. Minus. Here, what is common here? If we see from here, 1 is common. We can't say 2 is, no, 2 is not common. X is not common to this, but something is still common. 1 is common. So which is what? 1 into bracket 4x plus 1. Now, anytime we are factorizing this type of expression, anytime we are factorizing, we are to get what we get in brackets must be the same. It must be the same. So this is 4x plus 1, 4x plus 1. So the brackets must be the same. So we bring out one of the brackets, which is equal to 4x plus 1. Then the numbers outside, we also bring it together. 3x minus 1. This is our final answer. Now, what is this trying to tell us? What is this trying to tell us? This is trying to tell us that when we open back our bracket, we should get what? We should get this. Remember when we are doing opening of brackets, removing of brackets, and when we are working on removing of bracket and expansion of brackets. So if we expand these brackets now, we are to get this back. Now for us to get back after expanding the brackets, we also want to reverse it. We use factorization to get this back. As simple as that. Let's take another example. If you have 3x minus 2 dy plus 3y minus 2 dx, we are asked to factorize this. What do we do? So what's common? We look at what's common. So here, if you look at these two, nothing is common. When we were solving for this, we actually check for what's common. Something is common here, something is common here. X and x is common. We notice something and something is also common here, which is 1, before we start bracketing. So here, before we start to bracket, we have to check what is common. We have 3x here. If we just bracket this place now, nothing is common here. We have x here. This is dy. We can regroup them together. To have something that is common. So while regrouping them, we can decide to regroup this and this together to have this and this. Or we just have to regroup. There's no way we regroup it, we still get our answer. So let's regroup. So 3x plus 3y, and we have here we have minus 2dy minus 2dx. So 3 and 3 is common, so something is common. So we can start now. So we bracket after regrouping it. So we have 3 is common here. We bring out 3 and bracket x plus y. So just like I said, when we have negative outside of when we want to introduce brackets, what happens? All the signs change. So we have negative. All other sign will change while introducing. So something is common here, something is common here. So 2d is common. So we bring minus 2d into bracket. So this will be y. The sign will change. This sign here was negative before, but now it's now positive. This now is going to be what? Positive. Then 2D is out already. We have x. So if we notice this now, we notice our bracket is the same. X, y, y, x is still the same. I can rearrange it, bring my x and bring my y. So this bracket must always be the same, which is equal to what? Into bracket x plus y into bracket 3 minus 2b. So the value outside, I will put them into bracket, and this is my what? This is my answer. Okay, so this is our final answer. Or we can do something. If we notice, we say we regroup and bring the one that have like now. This is 3x and plus 3x, but we notice again this is what? X here. Can we bring this x and x that is common and this one that's also common? So let's try that and see if we still get our answer. So how about 3x? What is, okay, we have this, we bring it a minus 2dx, we have plus 3y, and we have minus 2dy. So we notice this and this are common. We have x and x, y and y. So we groups what is common together, then we try and solve, just like we did here. 3x, 3x. But we also notice there's another. Let's regroup and do this and see if we still get this our answer. So let's see it. Equal to. So for this, we bracket it. 3x minus 2dx, we bracket. So this is plus. There's no need for the sign to change. So it's positive. So it's 3y minus 2dy. So from here, equal to, what is common here? X is common. We bring out our x. What will be left is 3 minus 2d into bracket. What is common here? Y is common, plus y into bracket. If we bring out y, we have 3 minus 2d. So from here, we have what? Equal to, this bracket is the same as this. So this x plus y. So we write it x plus y. Now, since the bracket are the same, we still have what? 3 minus 2d, which is still the same as our answer here. So once we group it, just group what is common together, then we still have the same answer. As simple as that. So let's go to the next one. The next one we are going to is what? Difference of two square. Difference of two square. The next one we go to is difference of two square. So what is difference of two square? If we have something like a plus b into bracket a minus b. Now let's solve this now. Let's solve this using, so let's open the bracket. To open the bracket, a multiplied by a will give us what? A square. A multiplied by b will give us what? Plus b square. The plus is because they are positive positive. Now we go to the negative now. Minus b times a will give us what? Minus ab. Minus b times positive b will give us negative b square. So from here, we notice what? This is what? These are what? Like terms. So at the same time, what? This is positive, this is negative. So this will cancel out this. What are we left with? Our final answer will be what? A square minus b square. Hence, so therefore, a square minus b square is the same. Anytime we have this, we are going to know our what? If we are to what? Factorize this. Remember, when we are factorizing, we are introducing bracket. If we are to factorize this, our answer will be what? A plus b into bracket a minus b. This is what we call what? Difference of two square. This is what we call difference of two square. So this is what, from here, when we are having a raised to a square minus b square. Anytime this is negative, this is our answer. So when we have difference of 2 square, this should be our answer. So when we say difference of same square, could be something like a plus b raised to power of 2. So if you are to open up this, it's going to be what? A plus b, a plus b. This is what? The same thing, but this is what? Different. This will not give us this. This expression will not give us this. So different of 2 square, anytime we work with different of 2 square, what we must have, there is to be what? Negative. Anytime we are working with different of 2 square, a raised to power 2, this must be, if it is positive, we will not get, this will not be the answer. But for this being what? Negative, we are having what? This is the difference of 2 square. So let's take example. So let's take, if we have y raised to power of 2 minus 4, how do we solve this? First of all, we convert it to difference of 2 square. This is y raised to power 2 minus 2 raised to power of 2. So take note of this. This is square, this is square, and we are having negative. Automatically, what will be our answer? From what we get here, we are able to what? We can easily say what our answer is equal to what? Bracket y plus 2 into bracket y minus 2. That is our answer. As simple as that. So with this, if we want to what? If we open this bracket, we are going to get this back. If we open this bracket, we get what? We get this back. So we are factorizing this now. Factorize the following. When we factorize this, remember factorizing, we introduce bracket. So now factorizing, introduce this bracket. If you open this bracket, we get this back. So let's try it. Let's open the bracket. When opening the bracket, we're going to have equal to, this is our final answer. We just want to open the bracket and see. Y times y will give us y squared. Y times 2 will give us plus 2y. Come to the minus 2 times minus y, go give us minus 2y. Minus 2 times plus positive 2 will give us negative 2 square. So this and this we cancel out because this is 2y, 2y, positive and negative. So our final answer will be y square minus 2y, which is the same as this. So we've gotten back our answer. That is what we mean by difference of 2 square. So let's take another example. Another example, we have what? 25 m raised to power of 2 minus 16 n raised to power of 2. This is still the same as, we have what? The square of what? Of this. The square root of 25 is going to give us what? 5 raised to power of 2, m raised to power of 2 minus what? Square root of 16, 4. 4 raised to power of 2, n raised to power of 2. So 5 times 5 is going to give us 25. 4 times 4 will give us 16. So putting square up here is what? 5 times 5. That is the meaning of this square. We give us this. And m square. We are rewriting this now, so we can easily factorize it. So if we factorize this now using what? This is the what? Difference of 2 square. Difference of 2 square will give us, so from here we have 5m plus 4n, we bracket it, and we have another bracket 5m minus 4n. This is our final answer, difference of 2 square. As simple as that. I hope you get this. Let's go to the last aspect of this algebraic process. The last aspect, which is what? Substitution. So all we have been doing, we notice what? We are working with letters, there's no value. But substitution is what? When we are now giving value to substitute into all of this of our working, that is substitution. After, when we have all this factorization, all this, every of it, then we now have value, then we substitute. So let's quickly take that substitution. So let's take example. Let me write this out. Example. Okay. So this is the question here now. Find the value of 4 into bracket 3d minus e minus 2f, where d is equal to 2, e is equal to 4, and f is equal to 3. So if we look at this now, we are giving value for all these letters. The value for d is what? 2. The value for e is 4. The value for f is 3. So what we are to do is what? Is to substitute all this value now that is assigned to all these letters into this and get our answer. As simple as that. As simple as that. So let's go straight to the answer. So from here, solution. So we have what? 4 into bracket 3d minus e minus 2f. Now equal to, now this, now anywhere we see our d, we put our 2. So we have 4 into bracket 3 times what? 2. Where the times come from, we know when number and letter are close to each other, we are multiplying them once we have the value. So we are multiplying this minus e. What is our e? 4, bracket close, minus 2 times what? 3, because the value of f is what? Of 3. So since we have substitute all the values now, we can get our answer. So from here we have 4. 3 times 2 will give us, we solve the bracket, what's inside of the bracket. 3 times 2 is what? It's going to give us 6 minus 4 minus 2. 2 times 3 will give us 6. So we continue. 4, we open this bracket, but we can still solve what is inside before using 4, instead of using 4 to open the bracket. So we have 4 into bracket. This is what? 6 minus 4 will give us 2. 2 into bracket minus 6. So from here we can have our word. This bracket, 4 can open the bracket. 4 times 2 will give us 8 minus 6. Now, equal to 8 minus 6 is going to give us 2. That's our final answer. Substitution. As simple as that. So let's take one more example in substitution. Then we end this topic. So let's take one more example. So if you are asked to evaluate, 2 a raised to the power of 2bc all over 2b minus c, when a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 4. Let me write it somewhere else. B is equal to minus 4, c equal to minus 5. So this is what we have to evaluate, and these are the value. It is this value we are going to what? This value we substitute into this and get our answer. So let's start with it. So we have what? 2a raised to the power of 2bc all over 2b minus c equal to, so substitute the value of all this value into this. So when substituting, we have equal to 2 for a. Now we are going to have times, what is a? A is 3. 3 raised to the power of 2. What is b? B is minus 4 times, let's put brackets, minus 4. Because of the minus, I'm putting brackets, times, we have, this is 3 is a, minus 4 is b, then we go to c is minus 5 again. You can use minus bracket again because of this negative sign. So we go, then for this we have what? 2 times, what is our b? Our b is minus 4. We can put my bracket minus 4 because of the negative sign, then put our minus c. What is our c? Because of this negative sign, we put what? Bracket minus 5. So we are putting brackets so we don't get, it will not mix, all the signs will not mix up and we get it wrong. So we start with it. We say we work with brackets here, but here for now, This is what to open the bracket. What to open the bracket, let's solve it. Hmm? So let's solve it. So for this place, we have what? 2 times 3 raised to the power of 2 is going to give us 3 times 3, that's 9, times minus 4. So this is minus 4 now. We are opening the brackets. Nothing to open the brackets from here. So minus 4 times minus 5 all over. This is going to be 2. This bracket now is going to be times minus 4. Here now, minus to open this bracket, minus times minus, we open the bracket. Minus times minus will give us plus 5. So here, we don't just, okay, let's continue. So for here, we are going to what? Since we have times, 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 so we are going to times everything together. So 2 times 9, okay, let's take it one after the other. 2 times 9 will give us what? 18 times minus 4 times minus 5 all over 2 times minus 4 will give us minus 8 plus 5. So we continue, equal to, now we come here, 18 times minus 4 times minus 5 will give us what? Plus. Minus times minus will be plus. 4 times 5 will give us 20 all over this. Now minus 8 plus 5 will give us, you give us minus 3. From earlier explanation, this is what, this is a debt and you have to pay back with what? 5 naira. Even 5 naira cannot pay all the debt. You are still having debt of minus 3. So we continue from here. We multiply this. We multiply 18 times 20, but to ease, to prevent too much bigger number, working with bigger number, we can easily cut from here. We can say, well, 3 here, 1, 3 in 8, 3 in 18 is going to give us 6. Then 6 times this. So remember, we are still having our negative sign here, which is equal to what? So we are now having what? Minus into bracket 1, 6 times 20, which is equal to what? 6 times 20 is going to give us 120. So we have minus 120 all over 1. So 120 over 1 is still what? 120. So we have what? Our final answer will be what? Equal to what? Minus 120. As simple as that. Or if you don't want to cut from here, you notice I cut from here. So let me draw a line. Or you can decide to keep working by saying what? 18 times 20 all over minus 3 equal to what? We're still working. Or so 18 times 20 will give us 360 all over minus 3 equal to what? So we can also use 3 to divide what? 360. So 3 divided by 360 will give us 120. So we are having our minus 120. So it's still the same thing. So we are cutting here to prevent bigger numbers. But from here, we easily cut and what? We multiply and we get the answer from here. We are just trying to prevent bigger numbers. So it's still the same thing. So as simple as that. So that's all about algebraic. That's all about this, our topic, algebraic processes 1. So the simplification and substitution, this is all about it. So let's take question. I'm going to write some question and I'll also write the answer. Let's try to solve it and see and check the answers and see if you are correct. Anywhere we have question, we are confused, or you want us to solve it together, put it in the comment section. Then I'm trying my best to respond to all questions and what to do next. If you like what you are seeing, if you like my my teaching, please subscribe, share with your friend, and like. Thank you very much. So let's take the question. So let's try and go through these questions. Go through this question and what? And check our answers if we are done. If what we got is different from this, let's put in the comment section. Let's work together. So let's solve more questions. And before we know it, we are good with all this. Okay, this come to the end of this topic. See you in the next topic. Bye.